Today we will present our problem scenario. Information system have had an impact beyond the world of business. New technologies create new situations that we have never dealt with before. How do we handle the new capabilities that this device empower with us? That new laws are going to be needed to protect us. To kick off with a discussion of the impact our information system on how we behave. Ethic. This will be followed with the new legal structure being put in place with a focus on intellectual property, equality, accessibility, privacy, and commandments of computer ethics. The first is privacy. Privacy related to business being respectful of the data that has been stored about individual. Just because data is stored on a business system does not mean everyone who works from the business should be able to access the data. Business have the ethic responsibility to maintain the privacy of individuals of whom they have information stored on their system. Privacy have a positive impact. The positive impact is security of information. As organizations are responsibility for the information on their system, security measures such as firewall and use of user verification movements, login or password are implemented to protect information. Access to information. Different levels of access to information within information system within organization. Client confidence. Client confidence will be happy to use a system in their field. Their information system is safe. Security have a negative impact. The value of data to others. As data value became a target for hackers, especially that store on information system for larger organization. Hacker may target for the purpose of identity thefts or obtain banking detail. Responsibility of organization. As organizations are the one recording and collecting data, they are responsible for its security. It is the individual personal information and they have a right for to be sure and not overly shared. Lastly, who has access to the information system? With staff, business, or other information system is the system's data being shared with who? This is privileged in many systems for target marketing.
I would like to present about question number 1B. Accuracy. Possessive use of information in our societal affairs means that we have to become more vulnerable to misinformation. Professional integrity is one of the guarantors of information accuracy. Like one, a professional should not misrepresent her or his qualification to perform a task. Second, a professional should indicate to his or her employer that consequence to be expected if his or her judgment is overlooked. Third, system safeguard. 4, individuals should be given opportunity to correct inaccurate. And 5, context of database containing data about individuals shall be reviewed at frequent intervals.
Now I want to explain about intellectual property and accessibility. So the first one I want to explain about intellectual property. So intellectual property is defined as property as an idea, invention, or process that derived from the work of the mind or intellectual. This should include creations such as a song, lyrics, a computer program, a new type of toaster, or even a sculpture. The first one is trade secret. Trade secrets is intellectual work or product belonging to business, not in the public domain. The second one is copyright. Copyright is statutory grant protecting intellectual property from being copied for the life of the author plus 70 years. Third one is patents. Patents is grants creator of inventions and exclusive monopoly on ideas behind invention for 20 years. The last one is trademark. Trademark is a word, phrase, logo, shape, or sound that identifies a source of goods or service. So now I want to explain about accessibility. So accessibility is the hallmark of an information society that most of its workforce is employed in the handling of information, and most of the goods and services available for consumption are information related. Three necessities for access to the benefit of an information society include between number one is the intellective skills to deal with information. Second, access to information technology. Third is access to information. So this is one should strive to broaden the access of individuals to the benefits of information society. This implies broadening access to skill needed to deal with information by further enabling literacy, access to information technology, and the appropriate access to information itself. Intensive work is being done on developing assistive technologies. Specialized technologies then enhance access to the handicapped to the information technology and in many cases to the work at large.
Clarify 5 commitments of computer ethics that created by the Computer Ethics Institute. First, thou shalt not use a computer to harm other people. Do not use the computer in ways that may harm other people. This commitment say that it is unethical to use a computer to harm another user. It is not limited to physical injury. It includes harming or corrupting other user data or file. The commitment states that it's wrong to use computer to steal someone's personal information. Okay, second, to shut nor interrupt with other people's computer work. Do not use computer technology to cause interference in other user work. Computer software can be used in way to that disturb other user or disrupt their work. Okay, third, to shut not snob around in other people computer file. Do not spy on another person computer data. We know it is wrong to read someone's personal letters. On the same line, it is wrong to read someone else's email, message, or file. Obtaining data from another person private file is nothing less than breaking into someone's room. Okay, 4. To shall not use a computer to steal. Do not use computer technology to steal information. Stealing sensitive information or leaking confidential information is as good as robbery. It is wrong to acquire personal information of employees from an employee database or patent history from a hospital database or other such information that is meant to be confidential. Okay, last, number 5. To shall not use a computer to bear false witness. Do not contribute to the spread of misinformation using computer technology. Spread of information has become viral today because of the internet. This also means that false news or rumors can spread speedily through social networking site or emails. Being involved in the circulation of incorrect information is unethical. Okay, the conclusion. The important basis for considering ethical issues in our field, the study identify a valid reviewment of the issue of property misuse and therapy informed those teaching in the area of IT ethics. For educators, it remains clear that we have an obligation to teach our students how to be responsible IT citizens. But in the workplace and in their personal life, which is refinement of the ethical issues agenda, we can utilize the result to engage and further expand our ethic related pedagogies. The result also create implication for IT practitioners. It is important for IT professionals, especially managers, to understand that some employees may view computer-related ethical issues based on their personal level of risk. For example, if no policy on personal email usage is in place, an employee may not see the harm in using company resources to send spam email for a good cause. It is important that organizations clearly define computing resources usage policy to prevent such action. So for the last is conclusion, the important base for considering ethical issues in our faith. These studies identify a valid refinement of the issue of property misuse and thereby informs those teachers in the area of IT ethics. For educators, it remains clear that we have an obligation to teach our students how to be responsible IT citizens, both in the workplace and their personal life, which is refinements of the ethnic issues against. We can utilize the result to enhance and further expand our ethics related pedagogies. Our result also create implication for IT practitioners. It is important for IT professionals, especially managers, to understand that some employees might view computer-related ethical issues based on their personal level of risk. For example, if no policy on personal email using is in place, an employee might not see the harm in using company resources to send spam email for a good cause. It is important that organizations clearly define computing resources using policies to prevent such action. So